Hello, and what is happening to Ford? Welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I'm Dustin. I just don't know, and I am super shocked at what is happening with the stock right now. Because when I look at this, it not only is it hard for a stock that is in a clear downtrend or with bullish behavior to end up on the most actives list, it's difficult for it to continually be doing it unless some gigantic catalyst change. Now, if you didn't know, this is not financial advice. If you didn't know, I don't pay attention to fundamentals. If you didn't know, all I pay attention is data and the way that it changes based on the price, the volume, and the volatility. That is pretty much it. I look at it through the lens of like weather or Benoit Mandelbrot, whatever it may be, but it has nothing to do with what's happening in the news. So whatever is happening here, I have no idea. All I know is that that is not something I want to be a part of. And I wish that, if you can make money from that, please do. If you're not making money from that, I'm thoughts and prayers. Because when I look at this thing is down today. I mean, it got a little flat almost, but it's down on the 1 day, 5 day, 15 day, 1 month. It is coming for that 3 month. Actually, it's coming for that 6 month. If it goes negative on the 6 month, that will be just a humongous kiss of death. And when I say that, I don't mean from the perspective of like the company or the products or anything like that. I mean in the sense that the way the market is behaving right now, just like when you go from like fall into winter, this is going from like what looked like a false spring or false summer here from the middle of May to the middle of July to now what looks like a spring or like winter. I mean, winter is coming. I mean, I guess it's saying that show Game of Thrones. We've got a go short on the short term, intermediate term, and longer term. We're going to be flipping to bearish on the short term, intermediate term, and longer term. The price is now clearly below its like 15-day moving average. We can see that we've had a falling bear since it looks like the 18th of July. We have fallen from very aggressive high levels. I mean, the only positive thing that we could see is that right now we're around 50%, but because of that 15-day moving average and the way that it has to move, the way that the 15-day moving average has to like essentially get time, you're going to expect that right now we're going to see a little bit more bearish action inside of Ford. It is at the bottom of its range. It could really kind of glide at the bottom of the range though, as the range continues to fall and then the top starts to come down. We would expect potentially that, let's look at the volatility here because volatility is clearly breaking up and the price correlation is clearly rising with it. It's really odd because the price then is actually driving the way that the price is driving this. This isn't even the derivative because you'd expect with a rising volatility and a rising correlation, you'd get the price to rise with it. But instead what we're seeing maybe tomorrow is the beginning of a new day in Ford because of the volatility and the correlation. But right now it just doesn't look very much fun. And it looks like you're going to need some time. This thing looks like it just needs pure time to be able to unwind the type of bullishness that was in there to get back to an equilibrium so you could reset up to go higher again. I don't think it's going to come all the way down to like 11 or 12 bucks, because when I look back at the range, sorry for moving really quickly. I look at these things for the first time when I turn the record on and I get really interested in how the data looks. And when I look here at 1281 at the bottom of the range for what is today, I mean, that's it. I don't know if that's a positive candle on the weekly or on the monthly. I don't know where it started the month at, but it's probably down for the month now. I mean, I think I already know that because I looked at I looked here. It is down on the 1 month. So that's really like tough from a perspective because nothing wants to buy something that has negative volatility, negative rolling return. That's never good. You want to do it when it flips to positive, right? Like when it was at $12. I mean, even if you sold it then when it was here, when it flipped negative that next day, it would have been at $14. You made $2. But I mean, that would have been a better signal than waiting for this. But tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm very curious because when we look at the chart, you can see that a lot of it has essentially a good setup, but it's just a little overbought. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? This is even a good review. And before you go, subscribe to the New High newsletter. We send you 25 stocks breaking out every single Sunday to your inbox for free. We do all the hard work by filtering and really making a great list of stocks that you can just start paying attention to if you want to buy breakouts. Let's buy the things going up and sell the things going down. I'll talk to you soon.